Okay, we're here today with Becky. If you see our boating adventures, first mate. Today, she is Smoky Mountain Produce's CBO, Chief Braiding Officer. So we're going to put together a little video here to show how we do the braiding process on our garlic braids. Take it away, Beck.
Hello everyone, glad to be here. Hope you enjoy. To begin with, we've got our garlic that we grew ourselves and harvested in our farm, Smoky Mountain Produce. So I'm going to start with some twine, and then what you do is you kind of sort your garlic bulbs according to the smallest ones first, and you pick the 3 smallest ones, but you don't always drop them, but that's okay, it doesn't hurt anything. So what you do is you crisscross them and lay them down on the twine, and you've got 3 of them. So that starts your base. You have one on the left, one on the right, and one in the middle.
And does the length of the twine matter, or you just want it long enough so you can tie it?
It's going to be just long enough to connect these pieces together to make it secure for your starting point. I usually cut it longer than I need, just to make sure I've got enough, and then I cut it off. So now you've got 3. One in the middle, one on the right, and one on the left, and I kind of snug them up as much as I can. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pick one of the next ones in a good size, and it's going to go in the middle. So you have a sleeve on each side, and you take it from the left and you cross it over, and you pull that to the right just like a regular braid, and then then you've got the line in the middle. Then you'll grab another one, put it on the right hand side, and take this one, this stalk, and bring it over, and move those 2 over, so you've got the one single one in the middle.
So the 2 that were in the middle you moved over to the right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Or the left, either way, whichever way the braid is flowing. And I usually start with 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We hope to have 10 ones. Then we'll put one in the middle again, and we'll take the 2 stalks on the left and go back over. And then you're going to take another one, put it on that side.
On the right.
Take it over.
Okay, so you're always working back towards the middle with your stalks.
And then you've got the one on the left that you kind of fill in that void.
So the number you have in the center of stalks increases as you lengthen the braid.
Yes.
Okay.
And then now you only have 2 left, so you kind of have to judge where you think they need to be most effective as far as aesthetically pleasing. And you bunch them together, and then you just start braiding the stalks the rest of the way out. And sometimes I'll pick up an extra stalk, so I'll kind of have an even number of going over.
So now you're just using a crossover braiding pattern like you would doing hair braiding.
That's correct. You have to pull it kind of tight, even though it's dry, because as it sets more, it will shrink some.
Right.
So you gather the...
And these have been curing in the shed for about 3 to 4 weeks, so they've dried down some. If you try to braid them straight out of the field, they're so thick and green, they're very, very difficult to braid, right?
That is correct. And the good thing about these is you can use them for decorations when you get through with them, through braiding it, and then you can use them to cook with as well. And I just took another piece of twine, and it's about 3 feet long, and I'm just tying it on the end down here.
So you wrapped it around.
I wrapped it around once, and now I'm going to tie
and
a
that's
bow.
basically to keep it from unraveling at this point. Correct?
Yes.
Because you're the CBO.
And then I'm just going to tie a bow. And then I'll, of course, cut off the excess. And then I'll have another amount of twine that I use. And you just cut off the tips here to give it a kind of a smooth look. And you make sure that they are in a position where you like them. And then you take your twine again. And this just reinforces this, the stem of it, the braided stem.
Okay. So now you go right above the garlic.
Yes, and I just kind of, I tie another knot on here.
And not real well tight on that one as well.
Yeah, because
It'll shrink.
it'll shrink. And it also loosens up as I try to
You
tie
gotta
it.
watch out for the shrinkage.
Well, tying 101 would be good, wouldn't it?
You're the CBO, not the CTO.
Okay.
Chief
All
Time
right.
Officer.
All right, so now I just take this and I wrap it around tight. And I kind of go up at an angle.
Okay, so now you're spiraling that excess up the braid. Okay.
And then I'm going to get up to the top of it and pull it tight. I'm going to make a loop. Make a loop up here and then do one more loop around so I can make a kind of a hanging hook. So you can hang it on the wall in your pantry, and you just cut off the excess, and then you've got your little loop, and then it hangs.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
there you go.
And so far, between the last 2 or 3 seasons, I think Becky is coming up on 1,000 braids that she's tied. So she's becoming quite proficient at it.
They're not all the easiest to do. It just depends on the size of the bulbs and how they fit together. So it just takes time and patience, and you can unbraid it if you decide you aren't happy with it and start again. So it's not that it's something that's right, wrong, or the right way or the wrong way. You just do it to what does it where it makes it pleasing to you.
And as we go through the season, as they're curing in the curing shed, these stems will dry out more and more, and at some point they get really brittle. And what we learned was you can take a towel soaked in water, and you can take these bundles and literally wrap a damp towel around all these stems and leave it overnight, and then that moisture gets in there, softens them up, and it makes it a lot easier for her to braid, and you don't have to worry about it breaking off. Okay, thanks, Becky.
You're quite welcome. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, let us know.